Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and thank you for being here, for watching this. My name is Marion and I'm an English coach and I help intermediate learners to boost their level and to gain confidence, more vocabulary when they speak English. And if you're new, just subscribe because it's free and I will be very happy to see you again. Today I want to talk to you about the IELTS speaking exam because I've asked you on Instagram and a lot of you guys said we want IELTS tips and strategies and your experience and all of this. So I'm starting with the speaking part because it could be used for interviews, it could be used for any conversation that you have, and all these tips can be applied to general life. First, I'm going to talk to you about the format of the IELTS speaking part. So you have three different parts in the test, okay, in the speaking test. The first part is general questions about you, your family, your town, your country. Very general questions to introduce yourself, okay? They're going to ask for an ID, they're going to ask your name and state your name for legal reasons. And then it's just general questions, very basic questions, okay? The second part is going to be a random topic, so you don't actually know what you're going to have, but you have 1 minute to prepare, to write some notes or something, and then you have to speak for 2 minutes. Which is really long, let me tell you. So you have to speak for 2 minutes and you have 1 minute preparation. The last part is just further questions on the topic number 2. Okay, so you're going to talk about a certain topic and during the last part is going to be further questions, maybe more extended questions and yes, a bit more difficult, probably a bit more challenging, okay? But just like a normal conversation with someone. That is the format of the test. Okay, now that you know that, I'm giving you 3 tips for before the test and 3 tips to apply during the test. Let's go with the first tip. So the first one, and you may think, oh, what is the first tip? Well, very simply, the first tip is to get ready. I know. Get ready, get prepared, work, okay, practice. There is no magic trick, but some strategies to help you and a lot of practice. Very easily, you can get ready for the speaking part. What can you do? Well, first, remember the first task of the speaking is a general introduction. So go on Google and search for mock test speaking part of the IELTS, okay? And you're going to find lots of different subjects, topics for the first part of the test. Practice them. Okay, imagine that you are doing the interview and say things out loud. It's changing everything. Don't think in your head. Speak out loud. Very important. So the questions are going to be, what is your name? What do you do? Where do you live? Or what is your country? Where do you come from? And you don't want to answer, my name is. Or maybe, because that's the first question, so that's okay. But imagine your name is Samantha, but everyone calls you Sam. Then you can say that, like, my name is Samantha, but everyone calls me Sam. Or my parents usually call me Sam. Okay, you can say that. Remember, the IELTS speaking part is to assess your fluency and accuracy. But it doesn't have to be a formal thing, okay? It's not informal, but you can just speak naturally. Imagine the question is, where do you come from? Well, I come from a small village in the south of France, but I currently live in Bordeaux, which is a slightly bigger city and is very famous for wine. And that's it. And that is your, perfect. I don't know if there is a perfect answer, but it's a suitable answer for a really good grade. So practice with mock test and speak out loud. That is my first tip. Now, my second tip for you is to sound more natural. Remember, they assess, they evaluate your fluency, okay? So you want to sound natural. You don't want to sound like French if you're French, for example. And let's be clear, it's not only accent that I'm talking about here. Everyone has an accent. But if your pronunciation is not clear enough and you have a strong accent, it's going to decrease your fluency, okay? So you need to work on pronunciation. and you need to work on intonation. Okay, that is the first things to work on. And then you can work on stress, you can work on specific words to add when you speak. For example, well, let me think, or okay, different words to sound more natural. You are allowed to think, but you need to think in a way that sounds British or American, I mean English. Because if you say just, it's not going to help you. But if you say, well, let me think, well, I agree with you. And, you know, it changes everything. So try to sound more natural. And for that, I would suggest you watch lots of interviews, not necessarily interviews of jobs or things like that, but interviews of celebrities, any interviews you can find, even the news, like watch the news, because you have a lot of natural words and expressions that you can pick up, okay? And if you want to work on these expressions and words to sound more natural, I have the perfect thing for you. I did a vocabulary bootcamp and it would be the perfect thing for you to work with. It's 12 different PDFs and each PDF has a specific context. For example, expressing your opinion or phrasal verbs, daily introduction. So these are going to be perfect for you to learn more vocabulary. Practice with a video from YouTube, okay? I chose specific videos every day for you to work on. If you're interested and have an intermediate level or plus, these could be perfect for you guys. Link is in bio. If you're interested and you would like to get it, the link is here. Another thing to sound more natural is to practice, of course, to speak out loud. But very important thing is look at yourself in the mirror. And I know it sounds a bit strange, but I found that a lot of my clients, French clients, they have a problem with the mouth, the lips position, the tongue, etc. Because in French we speak like that and we don't articulate at all. So for them it's very difficult to open the mouth and to do different intonation and variations because it's not the same in French, so obviously it's more difficult. And the problem is that they don't realize they are making these sounds. So if you look at yourself in the mirror and you see that you speak like that, you know there is a problem. Because in English, if you look at my mouth, I'm opening my mouth a lot. Now, my next tip for you is when you get ready, this is going to be a random question. You can't think about everything when you practice, so work on your imagination. My question for the second IELTS exam that I took was, so you helped a friend and talk about that time you helped your friend, what happened, and I was like, I didn't help anyone. So I had to invent something because remember you have 1 minute to think about something, a logical story. Not very easy, but try to have imagination. So work on your imagination at home, okay, when you are checking mock tests. Think, okay, what could I say? Okay, now my 3 tips for the day of the test, the D-Day, the exciting day, the scary day, is, my first one is to relax. Okay, relax, breathe, okay? It's normal to be stressed. The person is not going to bite you. They are here just to talk to you, to have a conversation and to see if you can speak English, okay? So just relax, take a deep breath and think positive. Very important. Smile, okay, when you enter the room. I mean, maybe now with COVID you have a mask or it's online, but smile anyway, because it's going to help your brain to think positively. Have positive attitude and think positive thoughts, okay? I'm going to do that. I'm going to succeed. I can do it, okay? Everyone does it. I'm going to do it. Okay, the next thing that you would like to focus on is fluency and accuracy. Fluency means that you can speak in quite a natural way, quite fast, but it doesn't mean that it's accurate. But remember, this is a test, okay? It's an exam evaluating your level of English. It's good to be natural, speak a bit fast, etc. But don't feel like you have to speak really fast and then you forget all about your grammar and your structure and, you know, it needs to be a balance of both. Okay, so for example, if you start to speak a bit more naturally, you feel confident and you make a mistake, stop yourself and say, oh, sorry, I meant this and this. I meant I should have done it and not I should do it, for example. Okay, so don't be scared to correct yourself once or twice during the test, because it shows that you can analyze and correct yourself in a good way. My last tip for you is, if you don't understand something, don't be scared to ask the person to repeat. Very important. It's better to be sure than say something that is completely off topic or like inaccurate. Sometimes, you don't really hear well and say, sorry, I didn't catch that, could you repeat? Or you just don't understand one word of the question. It could happen, even if the questions are quite basic, but ask, sorry, I don't really understand, could you rephrase that? Or could you repeat that? Much better than say something that has nothing to do with the topic. Okay, and that's it, guys. These are my tips. I hope you are going to enjoy them and apply them, okay? And I'm excited to read your comments. Don't forget to subscribe again, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!